Hello everybody, welcome to a new video of JMSpeedshop. Today we have a very nice and very special car. This is a Z3M Coupe. So pretty rare car. So what we're going to do today, take a look around the car, show you all the details, do a test drive like always. And hope you're going to like this special Z3M. BMW is built in 1999, so the M Coupe came on the market in 1998 for the roadster and for the coupe version like this, but also the coupe version was introduced in 1997 and came on the market in 1998. But the Z3 Roadster was already in the market from 1996, so also for the roadster version, the M Coupe of the M version came also in the market in 1998. So this particular car is in original condition. Original wheels. The wheels are brand new because there were different wheels underneath the car. So I first want to say this particular car is owned by Jorge Moreno. That's the shop manager RSC Autotechnik. So if you want more info about this particular car and it's for sale, contact me below the video. Is a link to my website, and I give you all the details about this particular car. Because this is a personal car, but it's, of course, if you are a car dealer, every car is for sale, also your personal cars, I think. So yeah, this particular model is delivered in a blue, very nice blue, also with a blue-black interior. I think it's looking very nice, very good. Very clean car, also leather door panels. A little bit higher step-in, MD calls, of course. Manual transmission, 5-speed. They were all delivered with a 5-speed transmission. There was never a 6-speed manual in a Z3M car. They were all 5 speeds. Still a pretty big trunk space. Also sunroof, you can tilt up a little bit. Not completely open, I think. Also the wider wheel arches. That makes this car really stand out. If you see how wide the back is. It's 48mm wider than the normal Z3. Boot space. So for a car with 2 seats, you get a very big boot space. I think it's 410 liters. So that's very good, I think. So you can also close it to make it more tiny. 10 CD changer was standard in the M. You got still some tools in here. An ABO kit, first aid kit. Very clean car. Got some hinges to put something down in the trunk. Very nice car. So also 4 tailpipes, also pretty familiar for the M series. So on this side you got a little bit more space in here. In. Also you got, of course, standard electrical windows. Heated seats were standard, electrical mirrors were standard. Boot space. Airbags, of course. And this car is ABS. It has no traction control, so there's no stability control or anything else. So you can see it just like the first versions of the GT3 that had also no traction control. So that was also on the S54 model, so from 2001 to 2002, you got traction control, but not on the first model. This engine model is an S50. So let's have a look under the hood. Find the hatch, yeah. So there it is. So this is the same engine that was also delivered in the E36 M3. So this particular car is also based on the E36 M3. So this is an S50 B42 delivered in the M series from 1998 till 2000. So after that, from 2001 till 2002, you got an S54 engine. So this particular engine delivers 321 horsepower and 350 Newton meters. For the US market, there was the same engine as it also was in the E36 that has also less horsepower. At 240 horsepower and 320 Newton meters. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe it's emission regulation and that sort of stuff. But the biggest difference between the S52 that was in the US market and the S50 is that an S52 had a single throttle body and also had a Ford and aluminium intake. And the E30 of the S50 engines from the M3 in Europe and the other everywhere else in the world except for the United States had single throttle bodies. So it's an ETB engine. So very nice engine. Connected to a 5-speed transmission, rear wheel drive, no traction control. So that's a lot of fun, I think. So 17-inch wheels are standard. In the rear we got 245, yeah, 245 and 225 in the front. So I think we should do a test drive in this car. So nice coupe. I was really looking forward to drive this car because I think with this particular model it is you like it or you hate it. I think. I just think it's a very good looking car. It's just it's different than everything else you see. And it's rare. That also makes it very cool because you never see one driving. I only see once or twice one on the road, so that's pretty rare. Runs very good. Sounds also nice. It's a stock exhaust, of course, but oh, let's have a go. Short transmission throw. A little bit get used to it. So yeah, the coupe is built from 1998 till 2002. After 2002 you got the Z4, of course. So for this particular coupe model it's 4 years, it's short range. But yeah, in that 4 years of range they built 17,815 coupe versions. They were all with a 6-cylinder. And of that 17,815 cars there was 6,291 M cars, M coupes, so like this. That includes the US versions. This with all 3 engine options, like the S52, European, Japanese market, everything else. And you got the US versions, S52 engine, and the S54 that was from 2001 to 2002. So that is, I think, that is rare numbers for after 2000 already, because after 2000 a lot of production numbers were going up for also for rare cars. You don't see versions of cars that were built only for production models like this that you can buy without a limited number that are just as rare as this particular model is. So this particular model range is based on the E36 3 Series. So that means the chassis is like the same. In a Z3, the rear suspension setup is like an E30. Front suspension setup is like an E36. So it's introduced in 1996, and then in 1997 they introduced the coupe and also the M version. And and it came on the market in 1998. It sold less than all the other cars, because if you look at the production numbers and the total production figures of the Z3, including coupes and roadsters, are 297,000 cars and a bit. There's almost 300,000 cars were sold worldwide of the Z3 in between 1996 and 2002. So the coupes were only built 17,000 times. So you can imagine that it is just less than 10% of the cars were coupes. So coupes were also only delivered with 6 cylinders. In the roadster version, they were also delivered with 4 cylinders. I thought 1.8, 1.9, 2 liter, 2.2 liter. So yeah, pretty cool car. So the weight of this particular car is 1390 kilos. That's heavier than a roadster. Normally you think when you have a roadster, because there's no roof, that it's heavier than a coupe like this. But this particular car is fully based on a roadster. From the A-pillar back to the car, the outside of the car is completely different. The underside is like a roadster. So they built a hardtop on a roadster. That makes this car very rigid. It's 2.7 times stiffer than the Z3 Roadster. That was also already a pretty stiff car. And you can feel that in the corners, because there's the suspension setup in this car is pretty good, but you don't feel any body roll outside of the suspension. So if you jack up, say in the back, by the back wheel, also the front wheel is going up. That's really a thing that you will notice, that this particular car is very stiff. So engine wise, it produces 321 horsepower at 7,400 RPMs, and the torque delivery is 350 Newton meters at 3,250 RPMs. That makes this car very easy to drive in between 3,000, and then it will go over to the higher horsepower range. So it's in between. So also in higher gears, it's still very easy to drive. So you got everywhere enough power. So this particular can accelerate in 5.3 seconds from 0 to 100. That is, out of my head, I thought 0.2 seconds faster than the E36 M3. So that is, I think, pretty good. So we have to look out a little bit, because this car has no traction control. Is like, I really like that, because it's really a driver's car. You only have ABS and airbags. This is like an GT3, the first version GT3 that had also didn't have that. So pretty good. So the engine is warmed up. So let's have shift back a few times. 4th gear. It was 5,000 RPMs. It starts to sound more aggressive. Underneath it's pretty quiet. I really like it. It's a very easy driving car. Outside of this corner is a little bit of a straight, so we have a look. Above 6,000 RPMs, you really feel it pulling. Really nice. You can really feel the Fanos doing its work. But like I said, it's a 24-valve 6-cylinder engine with Fanos, so it has an adjustable timing, cam timing. So that's also all been redone on this engine. It is all renewed, new gaskets and O-rings and everything inside. It's all redone. Also the presetting of the valve adjustment is all done. So it's this car is just very good. So this particular car, like I said, is owned by Jorge Moreno. This is his private car. He's a shop manager of Passioncar and RSC Autotechnik. So if you're interested in this particular car, there's a link to my website below the video. It's just for sale. So if you're interested, you can come in contact with me, and I send you all the details and that sort of stuff. So let's do an acceleration test in this beauty. So let's do an acceleration test in this Z3M Coupe. that was pretty nice. Very good acceleration. Sound is also really nice. Starts to get alive. Brakes are very good, a lot of traction, you can really feel everything in the road. So I hope you like this video about this Z3M Coupe, pretty rare car. One of 6,291 models in the M version coupe. So this particular car is getting priced higher than it already was, so it's starting to, the value is getting up pretty fast. So if you're interested in a car like this particular model is privately owned by Jorge Moreno. He's a shop manager of RSC Autotechnik. But if you have a car company, all your cars are always for sale for the right price. So if you want pricing for this particular car, or you're interested and you like this particular model that is pretty full and original and low mileage, it only done 65,000 kilometers, so that's about 40,000 miles I think. If you're interested, below the video is a link to my website JMSpeedshop.com. There's the car, also the video and all the kinds of information. There will be also on my website there's also a page you can contact me and you can ask questions about this particular car. So have a look on JMSpeedshop.com. Look here, JMSpeedshop.com. In the right corner for you there's my logo. You can click on it, you go to my main page of my YouTube channel. And I hope you like the videos that I'm making and the project I'm doing. If you like it, subscribe, put the bell on. You get notice if I got a new video. Every time I find a nice car and I can drive it, I make a video of it. So I do my best to do at least 40 videos a year. So it's a little bit of the goal. But it has to be a nice car, of course. So hope you liked it. I'm going to enjoy this particular car on this very nice sunny day. So see you next time for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.